You ever notice how when a kid stares at clouds, they see dragons, castles and faces, while the adult just sees weather? That's the first tragedy of growing up. We stop realising our eyes are projectors, not cameras. Direction, the sacred tech number one. It isn't about moving your body. It's about moving your focus. It's the act of turning chaos into coherence by changing the angle of your attention. Call it harmonic inversion, flipping the mess until it starts to sing. Because here's the truth. The second you stop staring at the mirror and realise you are the mirror, the whole room rearranges itself. Matter becomes geometry. Geometry becomes trust. Trust crystallises possibility. Beliefs add harmonics. Fear scatters the signal, like dropping pebbles in still water, until you can't see your own reflection. Now this isn't woo. It's bioelectric physics wearing a yoga mat. When you focus, really focus, your prefrontal cortex, it syncs neural networks across your skull, like an orchestra, tuning to one pitch. That's not spirituality. That's coherence. That's manifestation in a lab coat. And you're already doing it all the time. You walk into a room and instantly decide what's safe, what's interesting, what's worth your energy. That's harmonic inversion in action. And you just call it judgment or instinct. Now imagine if you did it consciously. Imagine if instead of reacting, you conducted. Every thought a note, every emotion a string vibration. That's when your brain stops being a random band and turns into a symphony. See, science calls it entrainment. Mystics call it alignment. Kids call it play. It's all the same thing. When you focus on bullshit, gossip, fear porn, drama, your neurons wire around bullshit. They hum at that frequency. Your field literally scrambles. It's like feeding static into your own amplifier and wondering why your song sounds off key. So yeah, what you attend to, you amplify. You feed fear, you get fatigue. You feed love, you get light. You feed apathy, you get entropy. You feed clarity. The universe starts to build things through you. You're not a bystander in reality. You're the power source. You're a walking nuclear reactor of consciousness. And most people, they never flip the breaker on. They live dimly lit, scrolling themselves into entropy while calling it being informed. So let's play a bit. Imagine your attention as a beam. Unfocused, it's a flashlight. Cute, soft, safe. Focused, it's a lightsaber. Cuts through illusion like butter. That's direction. That's the tool. And if you don't wield it, someone else will. And they already are. Algorithms, ads, ideologies. They don't steal your freedom. They borrow your focus until you forget it was yours. The karmic backlash of inattentive living is this. You become an NPC in someone else's simulation. You become a background character in a movie that you didn't audition for. So let's jump up for a second. What's the big picture? The universe is one giant recursive pattern. Atoms spinning like galaxies. Galaxies breathing like lungs. When you think in connection, You're literally syncing your nervous system to the patterns of the cosmos. When you think in fragmentation, you desync. Anxiety. It's just your body telling you that you've fallen out of rhythm with reality. Direction fixes that. It resynchronizes your geometry. And when you chunk down, zoom into the tiny. It's simple. You breathe. You focus on the breath. You choose where attention lands. Every inhale gathers chaos. Every exhale releases noise. And that, my friend, is harmonic inversion in your bloodstream. A blacksmith once told his apprentice, "Fire's only dangerous if you don't respect it. Stare too long into it, it'll burn you. Shape it with focus, though. It'll forge the strongest steel." Your attention is that fire. Your beliefs are the hammer. Your actions, that's the sound of destiny being shaped. So when you notice yourself scattered, scrolling, reacting, spiraling, just smirk. Catch the chaos by the collar and say, "I see you." That moment, that's awareness. That's the crack where light enters. Now let's be brutally honest. You've been taught to be scared of your own power, conditioned to apologize for having direction. Society rewards confusion because confused people buy more crap. But direction, it's rebellion. It's how you unplug from manipulation and plug into creation. Fear of using it, that's just old software. You were punished once for shining too bright, so you dimmed down to be digestible. Screw that. Turn the voltage back up. Because the science is simple. Neurons that fire together wire together. So when you repeatedly focus on trust, clarity, love, you literally rewire your biochemistry to resonate with creation instead of contraction. That's not faith. That's neuroplasticity. And the karmic side, ignore direction, and life drifts you. You become a leaf in the algorithmic wind, mistaking motion for meaning. Use direction, you become the wind itself, invisible, but shaping everything it touches. That's not metaphor, that's evolution. So here's the takeaway. Attention is love, is energy, is life. And direction is how you point that life. You're both the observer and the observed, the mirror and the reflection, the signal and the receiver. When you get that, not intellectually but viscerally, everything changes. The noise collapses into music. The static becomes a song. And you realize the secret wasn't to escape chaos, but to conduct it. So aim your attention like a weapon of creation. Aim it at what you want amplified. Starve what drains you. Feed what builds you. Because you, my friend, you're not here to survive the storm. You're here to become the weather.